Yeah. Live.
Presente.
Hello.
I think Bobby's back. Yeah. Look at this. Nice. Well, vamos a hablar contigo, Juan. Cool. So, I don't know if this is. Oh, yeah, now. Live on your channel. Calva Louise. Pieces of the premiere live stream. Okay, we've never done this. Not sure.
Yeah, that's brand new experiment.
Okay, well, it's working. Wait, let me text Bobby, see if he can see it.
Can everyone hear and see? Right.
To the 3 participants. Los veo. Ok, ¿y nos escuchas? ¿Puedes escucharnos? No sé. Los escucho, lo siento. Perfecto.
Cool.
Perfecto. Todo bien. Ay, qué lindos. Ok, perfecto. Ahorita le digo a Bobby, are you back? Okay. Well,
Nice.
you don't have access to this feature. What feature? Yo, we saw
It's
you
hovering.
at third and Lindsay in Nashville with Slowfrost. Can't wait to see this. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that was one of like the best.
Yeah,
best.
that was really cool.
So I will say this tour with Cassie is like one of the best tours, but also the Slowfrost tour was amazing.
Yeah,
We had
super
such a good
nice.
time, and it was just incredible. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can.
yeah.
It would be amazing to come back to Nashville.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was special. Also because like it's like so legendary, you know?
yeah. The place Nashville is just known for music. It's like so rich with its history. It's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
is it the Cancellations?
what's that?
The band, and I think they're from Nashville. My memory. Yes. Ah, yeah, we love you guys. Amazing. Oh, yeah, I love your music, guys, and you're so sweet. You're so like great, you know, supporting all like bands and things. Oh, you see, my memory is great. Like
Yeah,
I'm like,
you have a
yeah,
good memory.
I know. Oh wait, does it work here? The echo. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna copy this on the Premiere. Right, so we're here because in less than 30 minutes the premiere for Feast is Over, the video, is going live.
Amazing. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people already in this video.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Okay, and you think people can copy it? Wow, this is a bit
Yeah, it's like I wish we could just be live on the
on the
premiere.
video.
on
Yeah,
the one in the
That's
one
the
place.
thing, yeah.
no, but it's okay. I think it works well.
Mm.
I'm trying to pin the link. Oh yeah, it's because it's a Vivo. It's Vivo.
No,
okay,
it
Don't
yeah,
have
doesn't work.
access because
Well,
it's a Vivo.
Alison, where's the stuff? Here, can I ask a question? Of course.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Ask
Please,
questions.
please ask all the questions. There's a slight delay. So that's why.
That's
That's
the
why
first question. Yes.
Okay, one second. Okay.
Prepare the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're welcome. Ask any questions about like anything, honestly, like how we made the video, how I'll say, oh, we should hello friends, I love it. We should tell Massimo to join.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a message. So this amazing art producer and well, not only art producer, amazing artist, DJ, producer, like those every you know, like the best of the drum and bass you can hear. That's him. That's Mazzare. I'm gonna text him now because I was always like, I bet a lot of people might have questions about the way you produces and
Yeah.
you know the collaboration we have going.
Oh, what's your party trick?
A party trick. What's
I can make balloon animals.
That's a party trick.
Yeah.
I have always like weird trivia things, you know, like people are talking about something and I'm like, oh, did you know that? It says like love your catalog, has a lot of different styles, but now the new stuff is a lot heavier and I love that. So a distinct decision. So yeah, actually we've always, since when we started performing, we actually were heavier before Calva Louise. Like Alison and me, when Ben joined us, before we made Calva Louise, we were like inclined to go heavier, but because at the time we had like um, the people that were like around us and helping us out, like giving us opportunities, it was mainly like in the indie world, and they were all like, no, you gotta go indie, you gotta go indie. We love indie, you know, so we're like, well, you know, there's little faces of who we are, and you know, like we'll do what the people that are helping us out with these opportunities are advising us, because we don't know anything, right? We just like we've just appeared, we don't know anything, just moved to England, have no idea how things work. So yeah, we signed to an indie label, so it was kind of like where we were working with an indie producer, and you know, like getting advice and things like that. But then little by little, I was like, well, you know, the thing that bonded Alison and me musically, the band that made us sing together, is System of a Down. So System of a Down was the biggest influence for us as a band, and so we kind of like went back to that after we kind of like separated to the labels and things like that, and we were also, I love it, we love electronics, so we wanted to go into the electronic side a bit more as well. And then so yeah, with Bobby from Strange Bones and things like that, and then I think everything changed, like marked, you know, like the more like, okay, let's go this route. It's kind of a confidence thing. So like we didn't know what to do and we don't know where to go. It was when Mazzare like I think it was in 2021, he said, do you want to do a collab with me? I made this kind of like thinking of you, and that was Throne, and it was I think it was the catalyst. After Throne, I started like writing like more, kind of accepting more of like our younger selves, you know, like the way we started making, you know, wanted to make a band, which was System of a Down, and we asked Mazzare, did you know any do you know any producers that would like to work with us on this? And he said, no, I can do it. I'll jump in. And yeah, and that's how all these songs, you know, are starting. Also, another thing is because I felt more free to write about rage more than anything before. Felt like, okay, I could be saying fuck you, and you know, it's a song, it's not directed to anybody in particular, so I could just do that, and I felt like I couldn't do that before because we were really put into, you know, like kind of shut up and do what we tell you kind of vibe, and so that's why we went heavier. It's kind of like who we always wanted to be. I remember before, like when the band just formed and we did I'm Gonna Do Well, I remember we had people telling us, no, don't scream, but we did getting close and people wanted to get the scream off, that like, no, don't scream. I'm like, oh, I think it's good, but nobody believed that it was gonna be good, you know. And yeah, and then when you kind of like are left to your own devices, you're experimenting and trying, and it's kind of like try after try, you know. That's it, that's the sound.
Yeah,
What?
no, that was good. Answers the question, I think.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm ready because I didn't read
System of a
this
Down.
before.
There's been some good response from System of a Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Fantastic and thoughtful answer. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, like hey, oh, new merch coming soon actually.
Yeah.
We'll go. We'll
On
get
time for the headline.
on time for the
Yeah,
headline.
yeah.
But that's also like part of the story, and I feel like the heavier sounds, because we love also like industrial, and we love every kind of genre. That's the thing, but it feels kind of like, what are you gonna direct like your energy towards? And in the past like few years, I feel like there was a lot of and not anger, but like things you don't know how to deal with, like I remember when we were writing Euphoric, it's like, no, but I can't say that. Like Tiranito was the biggest thing and it was in Spanish. So I was like, well, I can say this stuff in Spanish, but maybe not in English, because people are gonna be like, you can't say that. Like swearing a lot, like a third class citizens, a lot of swearing. And yeah, like at one point I was like, that's it, that's it. I'm gonna say fuck you to everybody that I want. It's just we'll just let it flow, and that was it. It's like letting it flow. And when you don't like inhibit yourself and you let it flow, then all these other things, it's like, everything comes out. So Fist is over, then you're gonna see the next track. It's hard to, and then, but it was part of a story, and so it all made sense with the stories, that the evolution of Euphoric, where you're gonna see in this video, which is, that's why we add a little synopsis before the videos. So when the whole thing is gonna be put together, you'll get the story perfectly, I think. Oh, thank you.
Look at that one delivery.
I get that one delivery. Oh, what
I
else?
loved your electronic phase. I feel like it had some justice in it, but also love heavy. Let's go.
Yeah. No, but
there'll be more of that coming.
So
Yeah, definitely.
there's one track that is gonna be, so the name of the album is gonna be called Over the Threshold, and because it's over after Euphoric, like it was a threshold, so it's over that. And the song called Over the Threshold is really inspired by Rat-a-tat, Justice. It's got some Daft Punk in there with heavy things like electro, dark, rock, I don't know, metal, industrial in it. It was Mazzari's favorite at one point. He was working on it, and yeah, that was the song that brought the keyboard, like on live on stage. That was the reason of being like, you know what? And after wrote that song, like, I'm gonna add keyboard whenever I want, like, why would I, like, inhibit that as well? Because love playing the keyboard, and it's such a big asset to have. And Alison made this, like the sliding keyboard. Amazing. Los amos, chicos. Gracias por su trabajo. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the link to the actual video is like pinned in the chat. So make sure you've got that as well. Because when it turns in what 27 minutes? No, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
17 minutes. It's on. Let's go. But yeah, a lot of that electronic influence coming through the upcoming album as well, for sure. What's everyone else saying? When are you coming to the US? How did you learn Unreal Engine? Whoa, two big questions.
Well, I start with the US.
Yeah, well, I mean, short answers soon, hopefully. Yeah, we can't wait to be back. Honestly, the tour in the US was incredible to see all these places that we, it's like you see on TV and in series and movies, and you always want to go. And I think there was someone from Nashville earlier. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah,
Nashville,
yeah.
And like, that was absolutely incredible. And we can't wait to be back to the US.
Yeah, it's true. Like, it's funny, like you mentioned that it's like film, because like if you're not from the US and you watch all the cinema and television and stuff, and it's like, it's just got a distinct look, like the types of cars, like the gas stations, everything, like all of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And then when you go there and it's like you're actually seeing it, you're like, oh shit, I'm in a film. That's really cool.
That's what it felt
cool.
like. It felt like we were actually acting in the movie,
Yeah.
like most of the time. And the landscape, the
Yeah.
absolutely incredible place. Beautiful.
Yeah, super cool.
And then Unreal Engine, how do you do that on Unreal Engine? That's a different
yeah,
question.
in Unreal Engine, I learned that I knew already Blender a little. Well, not great, but like I know how to use Blender, and I thought, well, I don't want to do 3D. Like the 3D, what I wanted to do is to be able to add us into the, like this virtual world. And I saw some videos on YouTube about like if Unreal Engine for filmmakers, and you really gotta get into this because it's gonna revolutionize how indie filmmakers, without much budget, will be able to do things if you got a good graphics card, which I did. Well, no, we had to sell my graphics card and get a new one, but so I started to doing like a lot of YouTube tutorials. There's like a lot of like beginners for like Unreal Engine, especially when Unreal Engine 5 came out. That was so revolutionary with Nanite and all that stuff, and I had to do a lot of research about it. And then I bought a course online as well. It was like I remember the guy's name. Like I saw a YouTube video and like, well, if you want to learn like deeply, I got a course, and I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna write this course, and it was super hard. It was super hard for me. Like it took me like a couple months to understand, but yeah, it was amazing because I felt like it was condensed. A lot of things were condensed in there, and after that, I kind of, because you don't have much about Unreal Engine like as you do for Blender, and I kind of like thought about going to forums a lot. I read Unreal Engine. There's a lot of like forums and things like that, trying to find how can you do the road destruction like in Third Class Citizen, like because Blender and Unreal Engine are really different, and specifically Unreal Engine I use it more for a compositing, because I don't use it to make a video game, more like a compositing thing. And so how you could create these animations inside of Unreal Engine with us as a plane of the footage. So it's like we're in 2D in this 3D world, and how to do that. And it's just trial and error as well. Like I will do things and then I wouldn't know how to go back, and it was I bought like 5 hard drives, and I will save everything and then go back into the thing. It took a while to get it, like to understand it, but yeah, I still don't understand it, honestly. It's still complicated.
It's like it works, okay.
Experimentation.
So CL, you guys really need to come to the US. I'm working on a record right now, and I'd love to share a gig with you guys.
Oh, definitely. Wow, yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, honestly, let us know where you're based.
Yeah.
And then get in touch. When you finish the record, send it over. I would love to hear
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, absolutely. Oh.
Knowing me, I'll get there before you guys tomorrow. Maybe. Still.
Get there before you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, Glasgow. Yeah, that's 3 hours away.
Tour is funny because it's like it's only us, so we're driving ourselves, and so we take it easy, but we got to be there early for setup.
I don't drive, unfortunately, so it's just these 2 guys doing all the hard work. But they're strong men.
Ben Hazelden.
Oh,
ACL just got offered an acting
congratulations.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Amazing.
That's super cool.
Yeah. And for everybody that doesn't know, like Ben is an amazing actor, and he acted in a couple of our videos from Rhinoceros. And yeah, you're like, that's amazing. Oh,
Yeah,
so
congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats,
that's
man.
great.
Congratulations. Oh.
Hi guys, Mikhail.
Oh,
hey.
Just gonna read it.
Will you ever do an acoustic album? Oh well, that's
Never say never.
Never say never.
Yeah, who knows?
Honestly, why not?
Yeah.
No.
It's like really. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be worth like doing acoustic versions sometimes.
It really opens up possibilities for like interesting arrangements and stuff. Like I heard an acoustic album by a band, and they brought in like a glockenspiel and stuff and a violin, and it's just like it's super cool. Like you wouldn't expect it, but it's really cool.
No.
Yeah, definitely, and like especially with heavy sound when you switch it to acoustic, because like a good song is a good song no matter how you play it, right? It's like like you
We'll
can
just
play
need
with
to
the
rehearse
guitar.
it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could play with like on the keyboard, or you could play like full band, like full throttle, and you know, if it's a good song, I think a lot of time it works regardless.
Mm,
So I think it would be interesting to do some of the songs acoustic.
yeah.
Maybe we'll
Definitely,
have to.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because sometimes we have been invited in the past to like interviews or like little, you know, showcase stuff, and they, you know, they ask you for like acoustic cover. So, well, acoustic version.
Yeah.
Cover of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
So,
soft cover.
So yeah,
Alison,
maybe.
look at this one.
Outstanding craftsmanship on the side to patent that contraption. You know what? Maybe.
I think
you
you'll have to. I think
Yeah,
you'll
you
have
should.
to.
File
It
for
could
that
work.
patent.
I mean, I could see it being useful in general for artists, because I mean that's the first thing you said, because the
Yeah.
problem is like when you want to play keyboard,
Yeah.
you're stuck behind your
That's
keyboard.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I wanted to play keyboard, but
Yeah.
I like either the keyboard's gonna be there, and then I'm gonna have to
Mm.
need two mics. So like, go,
Yeah, and like then you're
and then-
turning away from the
yeah,
audience
and then being like
stuff.
that.
It's like,
And it was just like too much hassle. And I said to myself, it would be great if I could just be like, I thought about gamers, when they have like all these, like screens and like all these keyboards that like they come like like things like that. And and the weird thing is we thought about it at the same time, and we're like,
Yeah, we literally had the
yeah,
same idea. We're
idea.
like, we should just have something you can just push on the side.
push on the side, like being
Yeah.
like, like get away, and then just play the guitar.
So problem solution.
It works. It definitely
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, I had to do a few adjustments, but it's getting there.
Yesterday it got stuck, but on the last song, yesterday I was like, I couldn't get it.
It's because
It's because the
when
thing-
we put it was because we were playing seconds, we had to strip the whole stage and then put everything back on, and then we put everything back on in such a rush that the latch was not put back on.
Yeah, I
that's my
realized
fault.
that.
yeah.
And that's why it got stuck.
But it got stuck on the last song,
But
so it didn't matter.
Oh well.
So
Yeah.
it was already the good thing.
Are
What
there any
else?
more graphic novels in the works? The physical art and your video add tons of depth to your music.
Oh well, the thing is, the graphic novel took so long. It took so long to do.
You worked ages on
And yeah, it worked so long. It took like a year, to do. But that was like the introduction of the story, Louise, and like it was very abstract. So like the plan was always to make it's the same story like all the time, but like in another level, like in another perception, and a little bit more clear to try to make it like a tangible thing, and people will understand it, because the graphic novel is very abstract, and it's kind of like people said like a bit of a trip, like reading it. And, but the idea would be that with these videos for Over the Threshold, make it super, kind of like serious kind of vibe, that you see the characters with names and what they're doing, like a concrete thing. And later on, maybe we could do another graphics novel. But I wouldn't want to do it. Like somebody who could like join us and kind of like rework the story that we're going to tell in Over the Threshold, which is the sequel of Euphoric, and a bit more concise, and to trying to get it into like a comic book that could have a very, I want to say easy, but like easy way of understanding, with the characters. Like for example, you're gonna see he's not here yet, but he's gonna come join us after the premiere. But Blake, he's the main character of this music video, and he joins. So we are already in the music video because of Third Class Citizen. We're already in this world, fighting, like this giant mechanical spiders. And Blake is arriving. He's another traveler. Like we're travelers, and you're gonna see how he acts so well. He's such a good actor.
Yeah, I know. It's like, all right, now look around.
Yeah,
Whoa,
he was so
then
good.
we were just standing behind the camera, like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, I was like,
Brilliant.
Blake is
Yeah.
such a good actor.
He's a natural.
Natural.
5 minutes, yes, 5
Oh,
Yeah,
minutes.
yes.
5 minutes to the.
Okay.
to
Well,
the
maybe we
premiere.
should just swap back to the
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
premiere and
Go to the
to
premiere.
live.
So the links in the pinned in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the description and it's pinned on the live chat. So we're going to swap back to the actual premiere and get ready to watch it
Cool.
with everyone. So if you
I'm
guys want to
excited!
swap over,
Yeah.
and then we'll see you there.
Cool.
See you guys there.